We begin our report with a manhunt in Maine. Authorities say 40-year-old Robert Card is armed and dangerous. The Army reservist is suspected of killing at least 18 people Wednesday night in a mass shooting that spanned 2 locations. The first 911 call came in at just before 7 p.m. for shots fired at Spare Time Recreation, a bowling alley in Lewiston, Maine. At least 7 people were found dead of apparent gunshot wounds. 12 minutes later, police received the first 911 call for another shooting at a bar and grill 4 miles away. At least 8 victims were found at that scene. 3 others died later at local hospitals. At least 13 other people were injured. CBS News national correspondent Jericka Duncan has the latest from Lewiston, Maine.
Tonight, a massive manhunt by air, land, and sea for the suspected gunman behind a mass shooting in southern Maine, with police on alert from Canada to New York.
We have an active shooter. We have multiple injuries.
Gunfire rang out shortly before 7 p.m. Wednesday at Just-in-Time Recreation Bowling Alley, the first of 2 shooting scenes in Lewiston, Maine. 7 people were killed. A witness described the chaos.
I just booked it down the lane, and I slid basically into where the pins are and climbed up in the machine and was on top of the machines for about 10 minutes until the cops got there.
Minutes later, at 7:08 p.m., frantic 911 calls began streaming in with reports of an active shooter at Shemangi's Bar and Grill, 4 miles away. 8 people there were found dead. More than a dozen people were injured in both shootings. 3 victims later died at the hospital.
We had approximately 100 team members who were off duty come into the hospital to help ensure that we were able to care for not only the patients that we received from these horrible scene, but also take care of the patients that we had there.
Multiple law enforcement agencies, including the FBI and state police, responded to the scenes, searching for the suspect, 40-year-old Army reservist Robert Carr, shown in these surveillance photos carrying a semi-automatic rifle.
He should be considered armed and dangerous. Based on our investigation, we believe this is someone that should not be approached.
3 hours after the shooting began, police discovered an SUV registered to the suspect at a boat launch in the town of Lisbon. Residents in 3 nearby communities were advised to shelter in place. Today, many schools and businesses were closed.
This is a dark day for Maine.
The mass shooting has shattered a sense of security in Maine, considered one of the safest states in the country. Governor Janet Mills spent years working in Lewiston.
This city did not deserve this terrible assault on its citizens, on its peace of mind, on its sense of security. No city does, no state, no people.
And Jericka Duncan joins me now. Jericka, tell us a little bit more about Lewiston, Maine. What kind of a community is it?
You know, it's a special community. I haven't been here long, but I've met a number of people who just talk about how they know everyone. Somebody was touched by this shooting, whether they personally know someone or they know someone who knows someone. Literally, we went to someone's home earlier today, door knocking, trying to get more information. Was not successful, but we went somewhere else just because we saw people outside. And of course, introducing ourselves, the gentleman says, "Oh, my father rushed over there because his friend texted him and said there was an active shooter and fell inside of a ditch." The chances of that you would think are slim, but when you are here just for even a few hours, you quickly realize how close-knit everyone is. I've heard from people who talked about knowing personally the manager at the bar and restaurant where one of the shootings took place, talking about how nice people are, they come together. A lot of folks saying that they leave their doors unlocked. It's a safe community. It was ranked as the 13th safest place in America recently in a survey. So this hits them very hard. A lot of shock, but a few people that I spoke to said they're not going to let the events that took place stop them from believing that overall they do live in a pretty safe community.
And Jericka, how are they responding? Because are they still under lockdown, and how are they sort of responding at this current fragile moment?
Yeah, they absolutely are. You know, the mayor held a news conference not too long ago and said that shelter-in-place order remains in effect. They're very serious about trying to keep people safe. Businesses and schools were closed today. So people are without a doubt concerned. They want to catch this guy due to the amount of damage and horror that he caused here in this city, which is why, again, they're warning the public. They have not caught him. He's still considered armed and dangerous. But people are definitely on edge right now. But I think the sentiment is just shock. You know, we go to these cities all the time, and it's always this moment of, I can't believe it happened here, and it happened here.
Absolutely. Jericka Duncan, thank you so much in Lewiston, Maine.